So as this is Black Light again, Cyberspace Ministry, and as each day develops, I'm going to be flooding the market, so to speak, flooding the cyberspace with these type videos, dailiness. I'm going to have a message in what I say though. Uh, some of you might not agree with what I'm saying, but at least listen to what I'm saying. Now, as you see, this political, we don't know how it's going to turn out. It's a toss-up. This political uh, election that's coming up of the presidents. But remember this: Obama uh, was just a tool or a scapegoat because of Bush. You know, he had to be a decoy. Like, when he get in there, the Caucasians that don't like black people, they gonna be so mad about him being in there in the White House, they gonna forget about what Bush done, because a lot of them wasn't liking what Bush done. You know, a lot of the poor white people, they didn't like that, especially with the housing crisis, bailing out some of them corporations, closing down coal mines and their source of income. You know, they didn't like that. They don't like a lot of the militia don't like the Federal Reserve, what they're doing. You know, now some of them don't mind black people, but the black people got to be believing in America. And even though in the beginning there were black people that owned slaves, and there were black people helping the Caucasian survive over here, there always gonna be some of those like that. Uh, because black people have class consciousness too. In other words, we look at each other as lowly. We wasn't going by color. Sometimes we went by tribes. And the Indians the same way. What the Caucasian did was that was his way to divide and conquer. By our dislike for one another, and then he enhanced it, embellished it with the Willie Lynch doctrine. And the Willie Lynch doctrine was a scientific method to brainwash us and to make us have slaves embedded in our subconscious, where we would always bow down to the Caucasian and look upon him as God. And if you don't think like that, the militia don't want you around, because you're a threat to them. See, they love this country, and some black people love this country. But see, I'm a interplanetarian type guy, or universal type guy. I believe in the whole universe and the whole earth. Because we just don't live in one country, man. We live on a big ball called the earth, in a universe. The universe is our roof. The universe is our foundation. And the earth is like a spaceship, man, spinning around, traveling around the sun. The sun is moving. Everything is moving. There's nothing stationary. you know. It appears to be stationary, but it's not. Everything is moving. So, you know, the concept of one country, you know, being your only place to move about in and dwell in and be better than everybody else, that's stupid. So block clubs, you know, if you look at blocks, man, people done got to the point where they don't speak to their next door neighbors. A lot, you know, they don't speak to nobody walking down the street no more. They leery of everybody. they in their house, they got bars, you know, all around their house. So can't nobody break in. Alarms on their house, so can't nobody break in. And this is what the children, you know, when I speak, this is what I want y'all to know. When I was coming up, man, we used to keep our doors open, sleep on the front porch, be outside 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, falling asleep on the front porch. It'd be so hot sometimes. You know, you could sleep in the park, man, when nobody mess with you. Women could walk up and down the street when nobody rape them. You know, in the black community, man, we was close to each other, man. As soon as we started integrating with the Caucasians and adopting their habits and ways, you know, you used to didn't hear about too many blacks killing themselves, man, but now you hear about that. You definitely didn't hear about a black person killing up their whole family, you know. You didn't hear about the way black guys killing up women now. You didn't hear about that, you know. Then once that dope got into the community and guys started slinging that dope, they started killing up women, man. You know? And it's you know, it was times, man, when that didn't happen. But now, you know, we're not a community no more. We're not a village no more. Your next door neighbor could whoop you. Your teachers could spank you if you wasn't right, doing right. And they would, if you was, they seen Miss May's children doing wrong, they'll say something, you know. Miss May, I seen your boy over there doing something. He ain't right. And mamas wasn't, you know, they wasn't getting mad at the, you know, they know their sons wasn't perfect, and they would get on them from that. They say, well, I know he did that. You always hear Judge Mathis say that about his mother. You know, it was like that back then. You know, I ain't saying all, but mostly. But now it's mostly the other way. You say something about a woman's child now, they might jump on you. Or a man's child. You know. I done seen cats go up to schools and beat up the teacher for their kid. Or for their child. For their youngins. And so, you know, we're in a different time now, you know. But we got to get back. I don't know if we ever get back to that, but we might do it even better. You know, so it's all about the grassroots now. You know, Wendy Williams, you know, she sell out. She doing her thing. That's how she make money. And them silly women, they go by what she do. You know, Oprah the same way. All of them is boule. They put there to as distractions. You know, you got a whole lot of women want to aspire to be like Oprah Winfrey, man. You know, she ain't really done nothing, you know. but have a mic in her hand and talk, you know. And then when she did try to talk about important issues, they checked her, you know. Remember the cattleman? They checked her. Phil Donahue ain't on the air no more because he used to have Farrakhan on there too much. See, certain that television, you know, is deep, but this internet, you know, it ain't so deep. But they're trying to get it that way. You know, they're trying to regulate it, and you know, they can do some cyberspace attacks on you if you come too deep with them. So you're gonna hear me, you're gonna see me dropping these seeds on you, and just to, you know, because they're coming at you all kind of ways. They're coming at you through the television, through the radio, through the music, through the food, through the air, through the water. Remember Flint? How they killed up all them people in Flint? You know? All kind of ways they're going to come at you. So I'm going to be here, you know, black light, putting the black light on topics, subjects, you know, dropping that seed. You know, let that seed grow. So I'm going to cut this one short. Let's say peace to the gods and goddesses. Black light out.